Today I'm at Union Bay Natural Area, which is a park kind of in the middle of Seattle. A place that I've been to probably well over 100 times. And it's a little bit rainy and overcast, but we're gonna see what we can find. At this first spot, we have some shovelers and coots. But I don't think I'm gonna try to photograph them because, for one, this is a tough spot with all the things floating out there in the pond. Also, I have never really enjoyed photographing coots as much as I love seeing them. By the way, this is the type of photography that usually yields the fewest results. Meaning that I don't have a particular species or spot in mind. I'm kind of out just going to see what I find. So sometimes that will work out, but today was unplanned. So I have relatively low hopes, but you never know what could happen. I'm over at the next little pond, and again we have shovelers and coots, and I saw a grebe out there. There's a cormorant swimming in the middle. I like this spot a lot better. Although I do need to find somewhere where I can get down low, close to the water if I'm going to shoot here. So ideally something colorful or an interesting behavior or something that I can shoot against a background of like green trees. That's what we'll be looking for today. The first thing you always do when you take your camera out is check the settings. Good to go. I have a male and this hummingbird sitting right in the middle of the screen in front of me. I would like to get a better background on him, but so far that's my first shutter click of the day. I was able to get some nice close shots, though unfortunately he was posed to where I could only see him on a white background for the most part. The hummingbird flew away, but like most birds, he's a creature of habit and he's come back to the same spot. Sitting there. Now that I know where the hummingbird likes to sit, I've moved around to a better spot to where hopefully I can get him on a background that's not just the overcast sky. We'll see if he comes back. He came back. Got some slightly better shots of him against a green background. Once I've got a few shots of the bird from different angles, then I start to try to think about if there's any creative shots to get. I'm looking up at him right now, watching him back on the perch for about the 4th time. He keeps flying over and feeding really close to me, closer than my minimal focal distance. So I'm hoping he'll start to feed just a little further away and I can get some shots of him eating off of these green plants. I should know what they are, but I don't. Well, this guy's giving me about every shot I could hope for. And I don't really want to fill up my hard drive with the same photo. And my arm is getting tired from holding up. A heavy lens. I've decided to sit down in the mud to see if I can get a nice shot of these red-winged blackbirds that are hanging out over the lake here. They're common birds, so getting an unusual shot is tough, but they're fun to shoot. We'll see what happens. Well, I've been sitting in the mud for about 10 minutes and the blackbirds are not moving at all. So I know that's not too long, but I think I'm gonna give up on this spot and move around closer to them and see if I can manage to do that without scaring them off. I do have one that's cooperating a little more from this side, and there's a couple crows chasing a Cooper's hawk around, so maybe I'll get a shot of them if they swing back around. So there's a couple mallards out there. I'm going to try to take a couple shots showing the difference between standing up and then just the same bird, same angle, same everything, getting down and sitting in the mud with them. Hopefully I don't scare everything off. Neither one of those shots will be amazing, but hopefully you'll be able to see the difference between just getting down a few, getting down closer to the ground. I had the same settings, exact same spot, same bird. And you can see the difference between the two shots. I made it back around the lake to where the wood ducks were, and they're not too unexpectedly not here. But I got a couple chances to get some photos of another red-winged blackbird and a song sparrow and a coot on the way around. This is about my favorite height for shooting ducks. Now we just need the ducks. So overall, it wasn't too bad of a day for my plan of no plan, just getting there, walking around, birding. Got a few good species, and hopefully you enjoyed watching this. So it was fun to make, and thanks.